All right. All right, all right, all right. Are we here? Are we good? Are we alive? Are we safe? Are we one with the world? What are we at, huh? What are we at? Am I heard right now? What's going on? Oh my god, man. Just the delay on YouTube is insane. I don't know how to fix it. I have no fucking clue. I have no gosh dang diggity god darn fucking idea how to fix this. Ooh, okay. All right, okay, so, oh man. It's gonna, like, go off every time someone subscribes. That's gonna be a little annoying. But hello, everybody. It's me. It's me, your pal, your buddy, your friend. Your parasocial best buddy, Chris Reagan. It's me. So, a lot of the time, I'll do these kind of glasses off videos, and every time I do a glasses off video, it's particularly low-key. You know, it's very chill. It's very much, like, not a lot. I don't really put that much effort into it. It's usually like, oh, I see something, and I'm kind of like, I'm vaguely interested in it, and I think I have an opinion that is sort of worth sharing. So I'll just make a video, I'll sit down, I'll record something, maybe I'll cut it up and I'll edit it, and then I'll put it out. It's not it's not recap tier stuff, you know. It's not musical tier stuff. But, you know, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, why don't I just do those live, since they're so kind of low effort anyway? It gives me a chance to kind of fuck around with you guys. You know, it's a little bit more chill. It's a little bit more fun, I think. And, you know, once this stream is over, I'll, you know, take the recording, I'll cut it up into, like, a proper video, put it out there for you guys, and, that's kind of the idea, you know? And obviously I'll add some stuff to it once it's in the editing bay. But, you know, I don't know, I kind of like, I like streaming on YouTube. It's fun. It's definitely weird. I don't like the delay. I don't know how to fix that. But, you know, we're here today. We're going to be talking a little bit about The Last of Us Part 2. Hold up. I know that's new and exciting. But it's trending again for, like, kind of like a weirdly interesting reason. Should I do the intro? Should I do that? Should I do, like, hey, everybody. Chris Reagan here. Welcome to Glasses Off. And today, we're talking about The Last of Us Part 2, a game that I'm sure everybody wants to hear more about. If you heard an alert sound, it's because we're doing this live. And if you missed it, that sucks, doesn't it? Sucks to be you, I guess. Oh my god. Maybe I should shut the... should I shut the alerts off? Maybe I should shut the alerts off. Because I can still read the super chats, you know? Actually, you know what? The chat box doesn't need to be on. That doesn't need to be on. The alerts don't need to be on. The alerts don't require... Oh, wait. That's annoying. That's annoying. Wait a minute. All right, let me read this $5 super chat. No, gosh, diggity, gosh darn fucking idea. All right, so... I guess I'm just going to remove alerts. I apologize. I'll keep an eye out for super chats. And I have the super chat window on the right. I figured out how to actually view that. So I'm going to remove the alerts for right now. Sorry. I know that that's a little frustrating. But the chat box being here makes it a little bit annoying to edit. Although I guess I could leave the chat box. And the chat box doesn't hurt too much. All right, so let's go. The Last of Us Part 2 is trending, obviously, because the Game Awards just happened, and it was basically The Last of Us Part 2 Awards, featuring The Last of Us Part 2, presented by The Last of Us Part 2, sponsored by The Last of Us Part 2. I don't actually think any money exchanged hands. I just think it's a game that kind of swept everybody up in its hype, and, you know, it's just one of these games that everybody kind of either has, like, this inherent negative view towards, or an inherent positive view towards, for whatever reason, not necessarily dictated to by the... quality of the game or how much they actually enjoyed it. The Last of Us Part 2 is a game that I will fully admit I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand any of it. It was really annoying. I had very little fun. I liked it like until halfway through, and then I was like, oh, this game has completely run out of things to show me. What the fuck is that? Did the alert just happen anyway, even though I removed it? Alright, this is gonna be a fucking mess. It was just a really grueling game. And I don't mean like tonally. I don't mean like, oh, this is like too depressing to play. Oh, this is like, too pretentious. I didn't even think any of that. I just thought, wow, this game is way, way longer than it needs to be. I don't really see why it had to happen in the first place. I definitely would have rather seen Naughty Dog do something that just wasn't this, or just completely something different. I love this alert sound. God damn it. What is that sound? This is why I don't do things live, guys. This is exactly why I don't do things live. There's no reason why this should be happening. God Christ. Hold on, let me go to Streamlabs. Let me go to Streamlabs and fucking undo this travesty. Because this is like, wow. Fucking beyond irritating. I keep forgetting like what it is that I was saying. Oh, I can't log into Streamlabs. That's cool. That's a very cool thing. There's no alert on your end? But why is it on my end? That's so fucking weird. Alright, I guess I'll just try to ignore it. But yeah, it's a game that completely ran out of tricks, like, really halfway through. I got, like, it just began to feel tedious. I began to really notice that the game was kind of, like, entirely, like, walk from room to room and just spam triangle as much as you possibly can. It really did just sort of become this tedious exercise in what was otherwise a pretty gorgeous-looking game. I don't even necessarily think it deserved to not win as many awards as it did. There were definitely some awards that, like, I think that, like, the innovation one, as far as, like, accessibility goes, like, that's genuinely, like, yeah, okay, they did a pretty good job with, like, the accessibility features on The Last of Us Part 2. Probably more than they even really needed to. That was a fair award for The Last of Us Part 2 to win. And, there were a couple other ones, like, all right, like, if you're talking, like, graphically, that's fine. That's totally fair. I get it. Because it is a gorgeous-looking game. It is. Like, I can't stand it, but it's an impressive technical achievement, if nothing else. But one award that kind of caused a bit of contention that The Last of Us Part 2 won was Best Direction. And fascinatingly enough, the best take that I saw about this came from fucking Kotaku. And that's not a joke. I'm being sincere. Kotaku sucks. I hate Kotaku. I can't stand it. I still think of Kotaku as, check out the sexy butt on these watermelons, the website. Like, that was an article that they wrote, and it's a real one. But it's interesting, though, because it's like, they're kind of off and they're kind of on. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, well, that's the wrong screen. Let's go swap monitors, even though I just did this before. Why is this being so stupid? What is that? I think somebody fucked with my settings. Okay, there we go. So, obviously, so Kotaku wrote this article called "Games Made Under Crunch Conditions Don't Deserve Best Direction," which I honestly, I think, I get it. I get the sentiment here because I kind of agree. If your studio is put under, like, immense amount of stress and, like, just completely abused front to back, like, for, like, a long-ass time with mandatory crunch periods and shit, that's fucked up. Yeah, you probably should be disqualified from Best Direction awards. But at the same time, there is this weird kind of thing going on in games industry and the games media in general, kind of talking about crunch in a way that kind of presumes that it's something that is avoidable. And I'm just here to tell you that, like, not all crunch is created equal. There are definitely situations like Halo 2, famously bad development. People were, like, sleeping in their offices. People, like, relationships were destroyed. People had to, like, sleep at Bungie for weeks on end just to get that game out the door. Really bad. Nobody on that development team would tell you that that was a healthy development cycle and that it wasn't just a complete travesty. It was absolutely fucked. And I've actually spoken to some people who worked on it, and it's like fucking like, yeah. It was not a pretty scene with Halo 2's crunch. Like, that was really bad. But at the same time, it's like, you're never not going to have some level of crunch in a creative field, because a creative field isn't making, like, vaccines. Like, when you make a vaccine, it's like, okay, the vaccine works, okay, it's done. But a game is never done. It's just sort of like reached a point of acceptability where it's like, okay, the artists don't need to touch it anymore, or the game designers don't need to implement anything else into it. But because you're working in a creative field, you're always going to have people who are just a little bit more passionate or just a little bit more careful about what they're making. And there are going to be people who are going to be willing, of their own volition, to be like, hey, you know, like, I'm an environment artist on this game, and it looks great, but fuck, man, I think it would be, like, really fucking awesome if I could get this thing working. And sometimes that doesn't happen until the very end. Halo Combat Evolved was one of those games where it's like, the multiplayer component of Halo Combat Evolved was added, like, in the final weeks. Like, that wasn't, like, something that, like, would have happened if not for, like, at least a little bit of crunch. And I'm saying, like, a healthy crunch, because that is possible. I think people, like, kind of, like, demonize the term crunch, or, like, they kind of associate it with, you know, the corporate higher-ups kind of forcing people to work extra long hours, forcing people to work, like, 50 hours a week, which is fucked if that happens. That's, like, totally, like, inexcusable. Nobody should be forced to work overtime in that way. Like, that's fucked. But for the people who genuinely give a shit about what it is they're making, who, like, put that time in of their own volition, which happens a lot. Like, that does happen quite a bit. I think it's worth, like, making sure that there's a clear delineation between these two types of things. So in some ways, like, I get it. Crunch conditions, really bad if they're, like, enforced and, like, widespread and just for fucking months and months and months on end. That's totally fucked. But, you know, crunch as a term is kind of neutral. But what's fascinating about this article is that, like, aside from that little grievance that I have, I agree with fucking everything here. Like, they go on, like, they're just talking about, like, oh, man, like, yeah, people were staying, like, super late at Naughty Dog, and apparently, like, a construction beam fucking fell on, like, into the office while people were still there, because, like, construction workers on top just, like, kind of recklessly assumed that nobody was still working there, because it's like, why the fuck would anybody still be here? That's kind of insane. That's kind of fucking crazy that that's an actual thing that actually, for real, actually happened. But what won me over with this Kotaku article was this part. Because I appreciate Hades quite a bit. Hades, and tacitly those directing its development at Supergiant, was up for Best Direction at the Game Awards last night as well. It's a great game, just as good as The Last of Us Part 2, and arguably better in some ways, which is fucking great to hear, because it's absolutely true. Why it didn't win Game of the Year is a subjective discussion that I'm not interested in right now, but Hades deserved to win for Best Direction, at least more so than The Last of Us Part 2. Fucking on point. Whoever this is, fucking Ian Walker. I'm sure I've made fun of Ian Walker in the past, because I've made fun of Kotaku quite a bit in my tenure here on YouTube. But, dude, man, Hades is so fucking good. Hades is a great... If you haven't played Hades yet, by the way, go play it, please, for the love of God. If there's anything that I could use my platform for, it's the proliferation of that game, because it's so fucking unreasonably good. God, the art's so good, too. But that's not really the only reason we're talking about this today. We're talking about it in large part because it was kind of brought to the forefront. Like, obviously, the Game Awards happened a couple days ago at this point. Not not like so long ago that it wouldn't be unreasonable for this story to break now, but it's still like kind of a while ago in like internet time. Like it's been a minute since the Game Awards. So Duke Nukem, I'm sure, is a game that everybody loves and remembers. I actually really like Duke Nukem. I played. Do you guys remember Duke Nukem Land of the Babes, or is that just me? Is that just me who remembers Duke Nukem Land of the Babes for PlayStation 1? Maybe it is. Very misogynistic game, but I loved it because I am, of course, a seething, raging misogynist. Anyway, the creator of Duke Nukem, or like the co-creator of, I believe, 3D Realms, co-founded 3D Realms, and Apogee made Duke Nukem 3D and dozens more, he kind of responded to Kotaku and their kind of opinion here, which I agree with. Like, I just think, like, Hades is a better directed game than The Last of Us, in my opinion, I guess. Everything's subjective, so whatever. But he kind of responded, he kind of went off, "Oh, fuck off, you have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games, and you take the word of disgruntled ex-employees versus the hundreds that are happy there." This is a weird thing, because, like, I get it. Like, there are disgruntled ex-employees who are going to kind of hate the studio that they work at, regardless of whether or not it's, like, almost like you're never going to like your boss. You know what I mean? It's very rare that happens. So there are definitely going to be people who are, like, unnecessarily, hostile towards Naughty Dog, or the development studio that they work at, who used to work there. So I get that exists, but at the same time, it's like, versus the hundreds that are happy there are people working jobs that they don't necessarily like, just because, it's a hard time to find a job right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, the assumption, I don't know how to word this necessarily, but, like, the assumption that these disgruntled ex-employees are just a minority just because they happen to be ex-employees, and, like, the idea that, like, there aren't unhappy people currently working at Naughty Dog is kind of insane. That's, like, a weird thing to bring up, I think. But it's just weird it's weird to be put in a position where, like, I feel like Kotaku has a better take than a game dev. Like, I don't know. That's a very weird... That's almost like wires being crossed in my head, where it's like, why is that happening? Who did this? I don't appreciate any of this. Biggest award show of the year. I don't know about that. Is it? Is that true? Wait, are the Game Awards the biggest? Why do I look so fucking unnecessarily... I just realized how I look. Are the Game Awards the biggest award show of the year? That can't be right. That can't be true, right? That's not possible. Is it? Because I could have sworn, like, the Oscars is probably the biggest award show. Or like, the Grammys. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm sure video games are, like, the biggest entertainment medium as far as, like, gross revenue and shit. But, like, there's no fucking way that the Game Awards is more popular than the Oscars. Like, that's so incomprehensible to me. I could be totally fucking wrong, but I feel like that's not right. Doom, I'll never forgive Hades for stealing the best action away from Doom Eternal. That is fair, but Hades is also great and you should play it. It's not true? Yeah, like, there's no way that's true. This year, maybe? Yeah, I guess maybe. I guess maybe just because there were no movies and there were so many games. I just find that hard to believe. I won't harp on this point because I really don't know if this is true or not, but it just seems like it's wrong. I have a gut feeling that it's wrong. We meet again, Christophson Raymundo Laser Weapon Man from YouTube. Merry Christmas. Thanks for the fucking $50, Big Soup Rice. That's so nice of ye. Biggest awards show of the year, millions watch and celebrate gaming. Kotaku, hold my beer. I have some well-timed opinions on the overall winner and best game that we can milk for some clicks and outrage. I don't think this is... I genuinely, like, look, I know I don't have the screen up. I sincerely... Look, I am not here trying to give Kotaku any benefit of the doubt. That is not something that I wish to do. That is not something that I go out of my way to do. I don't like Kotaku. I don't believe that this is clickbaity at all. I think it is a genuine kind of opinion. It may be framed in like a confrontational way, but that's just because that's just how like articles are written. I hate that I'm defending Kotaku. I hate that. But I feel like I have to because this is just so weird. Like a well-timed opinion. Imagine somebody having a problem with your opinion, like solely because it's not well-timed. Like that's such a weird thing. I gotta tell you, man, the ratio of people driving by here with stupid comments or liking stupid comments that have 40,000 tweets and 100 to 200 followers is staggering. I guess toxic shit posters post up numbers like that. Those are rookie numbers, though. What is he? Is he okay? I guess I should clear this up. Someone finally suggested that they thought my original post was in support of Crunch because that's the Kotaku headline. No, my original tweet was 100% about Kotaku being shitty and attacking Naughty Dog the day after they won awards. Are you fucking for real? Don't hurt the big corporations' feelings after they just swept an award show. Many of those awards, by the way, which are like very, very disputable. That is such a weird opinion. Okay, I don't know. That is fucking bizarre. I think he's just having a rough time. I think, honestly, like honestly, if we're being real, we're all having a rough go, It's quarantine, there's a disease, we're probably just all a little bit pent up. But I don't know, like I just thought this was kind of interesting because I'm seeing a lot of talk about Crunch lately, and I think people kind of don't really understand what it is they're saying when they talk about it. Because I feel like any creative person, anybody who does anything creative for a living, and even people who just do like real ass work, like fucking doctors and shit, I feel like, I feel like everybody kind of understands that Crunch is just something that kind of happens. And obviously there are levels and degrees with which, you can condemn or, condone, but I don't know. That's just kind of my opinion. That was the main thing that I kind of wanted to talk about today. But if anybody's got interesting shit, feel free to send anything through the chat. I'll be looking. All right? I'll be hanging out. Have you dealt with Cyberpunk crashing? Mine crashes every 45 minutes on the dot. Mine does not. My Cyberpunk's running actually pretty well, honestly. Since it's relevant to the Game Awards somewhat, how do you feel about the new Smash character trailer? Guys, I tweeted a video. I'll just show it to you. I'll show you exactly what I thought of the Smash character reveal. I streamed it with Sweeney, so it was a wonderful time. Hold on.
Oh, come on. Who's it gonna be? Please be Zagreus.
Why would it be Zagreus?
I don't know. Okay, someone who slashes.
Some stupid sword contest.
Sephiroth! No fucking way! Yo!
Oh my god.
Yo! I'm freaking the fuck out! Oh shit! Yo! That's actually fire. Yo, I gotta tweet that.
God damn it. Super chat interrupted it. I was not happy. I didn't care. See, here's the thing, right? Am I gonna have to explain this? I feel like I'm gonna have to explain it. God damn it. I get Sephiroth is important. I get it. He's a great character. Final Fantasy VII is fucking fantastic. I get it. I understand. I get it. All right? I am aware. However, the thing that I care most about with Smash Brothers, aside from like obviously like the way the game plays, I think Smash Brothers Ultimate is a really fun game. I enjoy it. immensely. Okay? I enjoy it quite a bit. Sweeney and I play kind of all the time. Our group of friends plays all the goddamn time. It's a great game. But what's really exciting to me about Smash Brothers is getting a chance to see new series and new franchises kind of enter the fold. You know, it's always exciting to me when, like it was so cool when Banjo-Kazooie got in there, you know? Like, I thought it was like, oh, this is so fucking sick. You know, even Persona, which is like, oh man, like, I don't care about Persona. Like, I don't play Persona games. But I saw Persona jump into Smash, and I was like, this is fucking cool. This is sick, because it's a new series that gets to be introduced to Smash Brothers, and it's a new franchise that, you know, a lot of people who might just play Smash Brothers might be introduced to. I think it's just interesting, and it's an interesting collaborative environment. So when I see, you know, all of these lead-ups to these hyped-up Super Smash Brothers reveals, I'm always thinking, man, it would be really exciting to see a new series enter this game. So when I see Sephiroth, when Cloud is already in there, it's just kind of not that interesting. And also the fact that it's just another fucking sword guy. Like, I just don't think that that's interesting. Because we have so many sword people. And I think there are ways, and look, like, I'm not even saying Sephiroth shouldn't be in the game. I just think he should have been introduced at the same time as Cloud. That is my opinion. I think Cloud and Sephiroth should have been in the game at the same time. I thought they should have joined each other in the same way that, what was the other two people that came in at the same time? Fucking, oh my god. There were two people that came in at the same time, or like two, like, character, kind of archetypes that kind of joined at once, but I can't remember what they fucking were. Regardless. I just think that would have been a better way to do that. Sephiroth and Cloud go hand in hand, obviously, so I feel like wasting 2 announcements on Final Fantasy VII is just sort of, like, weird, especially because Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't even run on the Switch. You know? Like, I think Crash Bandicoot should have been in there. I wanted Crash Bandicoot because I feel like Crash Bandicoot is not only a new character from a new franchise, but he's also a character that I would imagine wouldn't play like anybody else. Like, I don't think that he would play like another Sword Cunt or another Brawler or even like Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I feel like he would have an interesting moveset, and I think that that's more interesting than Anime Sword Fighter number 576. You know? That's my opinion. It's not that Sephiroth shouldn't be there. It's that they shouldn't have wasted an announcement on him. But at the same time, I don't really care, you know? I'm looking at it from just a generalized marketing perspective and just a generalized kind of game design perspective. People can be excited about fucking Sephiroth. That's fine. It makes sense. I'm sure he's going to be fun to play with. But, like, it's not going to excite me. Like, I'm not going to feel anything when I see that, you know? Personally, I want Dante. Dante would be just another sword cunt, but at the very least, it would be introducing Devil May Cry into Smash, which would be fucking cool. So I accept that. I'll accept another boring fighter as long as it's from, like, fucking, you know, something else. I don't know, it's just boring. Look, my opinions aren't my own. Like, you know, like, there are plenty of people who agree with me who just don't talk about it. Because every time we talk about Smash Brothers, people just go, like, off their fucking, out of their goddamn minds. I didn't ignore the $100 donation. I just wanted to keep my train of thought going. Anyway, so let's read some of these super chats. Animal Crossing should have won Game of the Year. Thanks for the $25, big soup rice. 99 fucking bucks from what the fuck? Simantali Batisi? Fuck me. Thank you. That's that's really nice of ye. $10 from Criminal Imagination. I think it's obvious the journalists didn't choose Last of Us 2 for its quality, with the exception of accessibility. It was handpicked for political reasons, knowing gamers would take issue. I don't think that that's the reason. I don't think these people go out of their way to... You know, here's how I would put it. I don't think these people go out of their way to do things to elicit harassment for themselves, you know? Because you know for sure that, like, you know for sure these people are getting like fucking harassed like crazy just because their game won. You know, I would actually argue that because The Last of Us sold so well and is so immersed in the public consciousness as a whole, that I wouldn't even be surprised if a lot of people at Naughty Dog were kind of hoping that they lost just to kind of stave off like the negative attention that would inevitably be brought up by them winning. Like, cause I could feel that. I've been in situations like that, right? Where it's like, let's say for instance, like if I was in like an award show, right? And I was like, okay, best YouTuber. Imagine that. Best YouTuber, Chris Raygun, and like, I don't know, who's somebody that's really beloved right now. I'm really out of touch with all this shit. Who is somebody on YouTube that's really beloved right now? I don't know, fucking Corpse Husband or something? Or like fucking whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of like somebody. Like anybody. Somebody give me like somebody who's like beloved. Donkey? Well, Donkey's kind of controversial sometimes. I'll say like oh my god. Mr. Beast? Scott the Woz. That's a great example. Scott the Woz. If I was in an award show, right? And I was like up for a nomination for like content creator of the year, best YouTuber of all time, or whatever the fuck. And I was against Scott the Woz. I would hope to God, or like Nakey Jakey or something. I would hope to God that I didn't win. You know what I mean? Because that's like, I feel like in a lot of ways, winning those kinds of things is more stressful than just kind of being there and kind of coming in second, or like just not winning the award at all. Like, that's my ideal situation. I would like to be nominated for something but never win it. That is my ideal state of being. So it wouldn't surprise me, like, I'm sure, like, some people at Naughty Dog wanted the award, I'm sure. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sentiment of, like, you know what? I would rather not win this award against, like, darlings like fucking Hades, you know? But anyway. Yeah, let's read through some of these. Let's get this show on the road. Come on, what did I just do? Where are the super chats that I missed? Why are they not showing up? Couldn't you, like, have, like, a fucking super chat window? The Last of Us 2 was picked because it's depressing. The industry want to put it up on a pedestal to prove that video games are art and mature. I think that is probably more likely. I think they definitely picked it because it's... Well, it's fucking annoying because it is a technical marvel. You know, like, it is, like, really impressive that game runs as well as it does. I mean, dude, honestly, look at Cyberpunk. Like, and I understand this is apples to oranges, right? I get it. You know, Last of Us Part 2 isn't dealing with, like, tons of complex AI and, like, branching paths and choices and, like, all these, like, different physics objects. And, like, I get it. It's a completely different game with a completely different toll on the graphics cards, completely different toll on GPU and CPU performance. I get it. I understand that. So, I understand. But when you look at The Last of Us Part 2 running as well as it does and as good looking as it does on a fucking PS4, a game that struggles to run Cyberpunk even close to acceptably, like, that is impressive. So, like, I get it. Like, I understand why many people would choose it. Because it is technically impressive. And I mean technically in both ways that you could mean that. I don't know. In my opinion, it should have been Hades. Hades, or I would have accepted Ghosts because I just really enjoy Ghosts. I don't think it's necessarily goaty, but you know, it is a fucking solid game. What are the odds they've never played? What are the odds they've played the nominated games? I'm sure they must, right? I'm sure they must. Is it possible that they? I guess I never thought of it that way. Did you see the Perfect Dark trailer? I did. I got very happy. I really liked Perfect Dark. What are the? Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess it is pretty likely that they probably Yeah, I guess it is possible that like those people, the people who vote, just don't play everything. I mean, it's an exclusive. It's easier to program for one platform than 6. That is also true. I'm not like, I understand all of. Believe me, like I've been paying attention to this stuff for a long time. I'm aware of all the caveats, but I do still think that The Last of Us 2 is impressive. I don't like it at all, and I'll probably never play it again. In all likelihood, there's like slim to no chance that I would play The Last of Us Part 2 again. But as a technical achievement, it is impressive. Like I think it's actually really I think it's ignorant to pretend like it isn't. You know what I mean? Just watched for the Smash trailer and was very grateful it was at the beginning, so I didn't have to watch the whole thing. That is fair. What do you think of Left 4 Dead 3, also known as Back 4 Blood? I'm hyped. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty fucking pumped for that shit. I'm so, like, I loved Left 4 Dead. Like, Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 are some of, like, my favorite fucking things. Like, honestly, it's so goddamn good. Wait, is Noodle here? Was Noodle here? Oh, man, I missed Noodle. Fuck. I'm such an idiot. I saw his name, and for some reason, like, I was in the middle of, like, a train of thought, and then I kept that train going to the point where, I totally forgot that I saw his name, and now I just remembered that I saw his name, but now he's probably gone. Noodle did a fucking amazing... I don't care if he's here or not. I'm just saying this as just, like, a public service announcement to all of you guys. Noodle did a fucking fantastic interview with Marty O'Donnell that I think is definitely worth watching if you haven't. He sent a super chat? What the fuck? What? Are you fucking for real? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Let me scroll through the chat. This is why I don't do things live. This is why I just record things. It Runs is not, wait, what? It Runs is not award worthy? No, well, I think that's really oversimplifying it. The work that it takes to get things to run in the first place is, like, pretty impressive, but, like, I mean, that's that. Look, man, I think you're just biased if you're just saying that The Last of Us Part 2, like, isn't technically impressive. Like, it is. I'm saying that as somebody who fucking hates it. I can't fucking stand that game. I cannot. If I can admit that, surely you must. Surely you must admit it. Have you tried out Half-Life Alyx yet? Yes. I don't deal well. I don't deal well with virtual reality. I don't do that. I don't do it well. I try my best, I do my best to, live my life as undizzy as possible. And unfortunately, I couldn't do it. Can you address your pro Jared look yet or no? It's not a pro Jared look. Is it? I don't know what the fuck is going on with this right now. I don't know what's going on with my fucking hair right now. It is impressive graphically, yeah. Brie Larson ruined the awards. I feel like people hate on Brie Larson, like, unnecessarily. Like, I don't like her either, but, like, I mean, like, I don't know. I think when I see people I don't like, I usually just be like, all right, well, whatever. I just won't pay attention, I guess. And then I never think about them again. That's just kind of how I deal with that stuff, though. I guess some people just sort of... I don't know. What do you think about the game from the Dead Space shit looks cool. The Dead Space shit looks cool. So I don't know what we're gonna do now. I kind of went through the topic that I kind of wanted to go through. I wanted to talk about Crunch a little bit. I wanted to talk about The Last of Us Part 2 because I don't think I've ever really, like, outside of the Snark Tank podcast, I don't think I've actually given Noodle, what's up? Oh man. Ow, fuck, I just hit my shit on my fucking desk. I gotta get a new chair. This chair's falling apart. I asked you guys for chair recommendations on fucking Twitter, and you guys were like beyond unhelpful. You guys gave me like pictures of stools and shit, and I just like I don't even know what compels you to exist in the way that you exist. You do that kind of shit, pull that kind of nonsense. Get the fuck out of here. Remake Stubbs the Zombie? Maybe one day. What are your thoughts on the new Halo Infinite news? If we're talking, do we want to go? I don't know. I guess we could just turn this into a gaming thing, right? We might as fucking well. Did you end up playing Hades? It got nominated for a bunch of stuff. I played Hades the second it went into, or the second it came out of, the second that it started being available to play. Like, I was immediately there. So what's the Halo news that you're talking about? You know? Are we talking about the fact that it has a new release date and it's exactly the release date that I predicted? Or are we talking about the armor coatings and stuff? Because, like, honestly, I'll be real with you guys. I don't really care about the armor coatings at all. I know some people have a big contention with it. People just want colors back. I don't care because I have classic Halo on PC right now. So, like, honestly, in my opinion, Halo Infinite could be whatever the fuck it wants to be. You could do whatever the fuck you want with it. Because Halo 3 and Halo Reach are on PC and they run beautifully and people are playing it and it's wonderful. You know? So, like, they could do whatever the fuck. I could care less. I'm excited for it, and I look forward to playing it because I know it's probably going to be pretty enjoyable to play. But at the same time, it's like, you know, let him do whatever. Just fucking let him. Just let him do it. Chris, I don't like you. Aw, man, that's not nice. I don't want that. I want people to like me. That's why I make YouTube videos. The most endearing career a person could possibly have. Have you tried Cyberpunk yet? Yes. Heads up that salaried workers of Naughty Dog didn't get paid for their overtime crunch during a pandemic until the game shipped, and it was sale dependent. Yeah, that's really shitty. That's really shitty. That's really fucking dumb. There are new campaign and multiplayer screenshots with some talk about the dev process. I didn't see any campaign screenshots. I saw multiplayer screenshots, but yeah, I don't know. Dumbest reason for excusing armor coating? I mean, probably, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not going to sit. Here's the thing, right? I'm not going to sit here and pretend to care about something. That's kind of the thing where it's like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who will, you know, they'll come out and they'll see something that's trending and they'll be like, hey, you know, this is an issue that has a lot of contention online, and they'll go out of their way to kind of take a stance even if they don't really care. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you straight up, I just don't care. Like, I really, for real, genuinely, I love Halo, and I couldn't care less. I'm sorry. I know that there's a lot of content creators now that exist, and they kind of, like, post a video every day about stuff that they absolutely don't care about, but they have to kind of, like, pretend like they do. That's not really me. It's never been me. It's never going to be me. I apologize. If there's something that happens and I genuinely don't care about it, I'm going to say that. Because I don't see the point in pretending like I care. You look like an asshole when you pretend to care, too. You know what I mean? I feel like you look like a complete asshole when you're like, when you take like a solid stand on something that you don't really feel anything for. You know, it's just, I don't know. I just don't see the point. Based on how you spoke about Cyberpunk on Twitter, do you think CD Projekt Red deserved the backlash? Here's what I think about CD Projekt Red and the state of Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077 is really, really cool. I'm enjoying it a hell of a lot. I think it's a really solid fucking game. Really enjoying it. But, you know, and I was never really under the assumption that that game was going to run well. You know? I was never under the assumption that, like, Cyberpunk 2077 had no fucking chance in hell of running well on a PS4 and an Xbox One. That is just true. That is just for real. That's a real thing. Like, it was, there's no fucking way. I get that people were like, but here's the thing, right? Just because I'm aware of that, and just because I could pick up on that, doesn't mean that the majority of people who were promised that experience on that hardware, that doesn't mean that they understood that as well. You know? That doesn't mean that they have the technological understanding of what a console is capable of to have made that decision. Because a lot of people who play video games and a lot of the people who were excited about Cyberpunk 2077 are probably people who really don't look that much into console hardware or really anything like that. They probably just saw, oh, The Witcher 3 people are making another game? Cool, I'm excited about that game. And that's as far as their excitement goes. That's as far as their knowledge goes. So when I see a game like The Witcher, when I see a game like Cyberpunk, right, and I'm seeing these trailers, I'm thinking to myself, that's not going to run on a PS4. There's no fucking way that's going to run on a PS4. Inconceivable. You know? And there's a lot of people who get, like, misled by that shit, and it sucks, but that's just because most people just don't have that level of intuition. I remember, and I called this, man, I'm proud of this shit. From day fucking one. When Anthem was revealed for the first time, I remember thinking, this is going to be a goddamn mess. This is going to be a fucking disaster. I know it, like, the first fucking day. And you can go back on my Twitter. You can see me saying it. You could see me. You could search my tweets for the day that Anthem was revealed, and you can see it. I'm like, yo, this is a fucking disaster. There's no way this is going to be good. No Man's Sky. I saw No Man's Sky, and I remember being like, that looks kind of cool. You know? That looks kind of neat. But there's no way. There's no fucking way. You're telling me, here's the thing. No Man's Sky genuinely wanted us to believe that before we had even made a single game with a 2-scale planet that was interesting to explore, they were going to make billions of planets that were all unique and interesting, that you could go to whenever you wanted and land on and explore and have a great time? No fucking way. No goddamn way, dude. That's a huge skip in steps. Right now, we have a hard time making even just a normal city feel good to explore and traverse, you know? Even that's a science that hasn't been figured out yet. And once we figure that out, maybe we can work to making a full-scale planet that feels fun to explore and feels cool to run around in, you know? But the idea that you could just skip from like, oh yeah, we haven't necessarily figured out how to make a really compelling city yet, to we're going to make millions of planets that are all interesting and unique. No fucking way, man. I didn't buy it from the second I saw it. And 3 years later, when they showed the exact same trailer for like 3 years in a row, I just knew. Like, it was just obvious. But there's a lot of people who don't necessarily think in that way. And for the people who don't think in that way, who saw Cyberpunk being advertised as what it was supposed to be on the hardware that they bought, that was being advertised, hey, it would work on this software, or hey, it would work on this hardware, that's fucked up. And I don't think that Cyberpunk 2077 should have come out on Xbox One and PS4. At the very least, they should have delayed that version. At the same time, PS4 and Xbox One are the biggest platforms. So in order to recoup the cost of development, they kind of have to put it out on those platforms, don't they? It's fucked. It's a fucked situation. They should have just delayed it continuously, though, in my opinion. Yeah, but CD Projekt Red lied and was... Wait, hold on. CD Projekt Red lied and was completely negligent. They said multiple times it would run fine. Yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's fucked. That's what I'm saying. Like, they literally told people that it was going to run when they knew very well that it didn't. And I think that's fucked up. I like CD Projekt Red. I really like Cyberpunk. You know? But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I like Cyberpunk. I like CD Projekt Red. They fucked up here, and it's not really all that excusable, in my opinion. I think they definitely need to... It's false advertising, quite honestly. And it doesn't matter how obvious that false advertising is. It just, false advertising is false advertising. If MGS5 can run decently on a fucking PS3, there's definitely a way to get Cyberpunk to run on a PS4. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to be a game developer, but there are definitely things about... It's more complicated than it seems, You're just damage controlling for Staten and 343? What is that? Damage controlling? Didn't I make a video, like, not too long ago about, like, how bad 343 was at handling the franchise that they're currently, that they're currently fucking in charge of? The PS4, Xbox One patches are going to be thick and will probably downgrade the game to get it. Yeah, probably. What are we doing? What's your response to Tim Pool's Twitter thread about you? I don't know. I didn't see it, so I don't know. Knowing the hardware you're dealing with is a massive advantage. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know. Cyberpunk is weird. It's a weird game. I don't know how I feel about it, really. Like, because I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, man, I wish this could have, like... I wish I could have waited for this a little bit more. Do you think Cyberpunk can recover like No Man's Sky did? Yes, absolutely. Okay, so here's the thing. Absolutely it can, and I think absolutely it will, because CD Projekt Red kind of has this... not tradition, but this tendency to... release a game in this state. Like, Witcher 3 was not the critical darling that it is now on the day of launch. Like, Witcher 3 was a fucking disaster the day it launched. It was really fucking bad. It was really not good. It was really terrible. But, you know, they eventually got it to a point where it's like, you know, now it's a critical darling and people fucking love that shit. So I think Cyberpunk can get there. I don't think it's as... See, in my opinion, a lot of the things that Cyberpunk gets wrong are just, like, technical things that really can be patched. It's not, like, fundamental. It's not like Anthem, where, like, the core of the fucking game. You know what I mean? The core of the game is ruined by just what it is. It's a looter shooter that doesn't have PvP, that, like, focuses on fucking flying around like Iron Man. It's just a fucking silly... It's just silly. Like, I don't know. Like, I explained this a little bit in the Halo video that I made about sprinting and shit. Like, I explained why Anthem just doesn't work fundamentally, but, you know, I think Cyberpunk is mostly kind of perfect. It just needs, like, stabilization. And once it's stable, I think it's going to be a fucking amazing game. But right now, as it stands, it's just kind of great. You know, it is a New Vegas situation, exactly. New Vegas ran like fucking dog shit. I remember, like, when I saw New Vegas, it put me off, actually. You know, it put me off from that game for a really long time, because I remember seeing it and I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy. This is so bad. And then I just didn't fucking... You know? I just didn't understand why people loved it. And then I got around to playing it, and I was like, oh, this is fucking great. Apparently they called you a neo-Nazi for having the audacity of talking to Richard Spencer. Well, I've never talked to Richard Spencer, so that's weird. Wait, who are we talking about? Wait, who? What? I've never spoken to Richard Spencer. What the fuck? What is that? What is that accusation? That's a fucking wild one. That's a new one. I'll admit, I've been accused of collaborating with Richard Spencer, but never just, like, talking to him. Just chatting, just shooting the shit. What is that? Who's saying that? Oh, God. Screw whatever you're talking about. When you read this, you should talk about how awesome Darktide looks. I don't even know what Darktide is. Oh, wait, Tim Pool? Wait, Tim Pool said I'm like... Wait a minute, Tim Pool said I spoke to Richard Spencer? That doesn't sound right. No, I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. That seems like a weird thing for Tim to say. What is happening? Halo is ruined. The screenshot had the Spartan running. I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of sprinting in Halo, but, like, I mean, whatever, you know. I have Halo 3 on PC, so I'm fine. I've collabed with Richard Spencer, but I've never spoken to him. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, people have accused me of collaborating with Richard Spencer, and it's like, what the fuck is that? That is so crazy. I remember that. That was like a Becca Lou's article or study on like the alt-right pipeline or something. You really should make more videos on gaming. I enjoy these talks. I enjoy them too. I just don't know how interesting they are to the general audience. And you have to think about that sometimes, you know. Just check Tim Pool's tweets and you aren't mentioned anywhere. False alarm, my brother. I mean, it's not really an alarm. You know, I just didn't think like it just didn't sound right. I was like, yeah, I don't think Tim Pool would say that. Oh, I should read these super chats before I forget. Dark Tide trailer on Steam looks kind of like Killing Floor. Oh, I never got into Killing Floor. You know, do you think Trump is a Russian asset? No. What is that? Why are people coming in here with Russiagate nonsense? Chris, opinions about Galactic Federation we are about to be a part of? Are there aliens? Have we communed with dark forces? What do you think about Destiny, the streamer? I don't know. I agree with him sometimes. I disagree with him other times. I think he's kind of annoying, but like I also think that's kind of the reason why he's successful, you know? Is because you kind of have to be grating in some way to be popular, I think. Purest form of cancer with a 10 Canadian bucks. I haven't been genuinely excited for a game since Halo Reach, and at this rate, that doesn't look like it's going to change. Guess I'm going to spend my money instead on you, sweet Chad Chin, son of a gun. Thank you for your little biddies, your little monies. Chris, have you played The Witcher 3? I have. I haven't beaten it though. Chris can't trust anything we say. Opinion of Master Chief in Fortnite? I think it's fine. Look, man. There are people who are like, you know, really upset about that, where it's like, oh man, fucking, oh man, like what is it? I can't believe Halo is in such a bad spot that they need Fortnite to fucking advertise. But it's like Kratos was just in it, and God of War is like a massive success. Like, it has nothing to do with anything. I think it's cool. Also, I just think that armor looks really good. Fucking what the fuck? Leroy godforsaken fucking Christ almighty Jenkins with $200 unnecessary dollars. What the fuck? Holy shit, man. That is wild. Okay, well, thanks, man. Have you ever played a Tales of game? If so, which game did you like? Which game and how did you like it? I played like a little bit of Tales of Vesperia, but I couldn't really get into it. I have like an aversion to anime aesthetics. I don't know why. I think I just like my high school experience completely ruined anime for me, where it just like I associate it with cringe all the time now. You know. Opinions on Mass Effect will continue, and its meme-worthy title. I think it's fucking stupid. So here's the thing: like, we all know that there's a Mass Effect coming, but like, don't show me a trailer for anything unless you're gonna give me like a date. And if you're not gonna give me a date, at least give me a fucking year. You know? Don't show me this like really cool CG trailer of like Mass Effect and be like, oh, by the way, yeah, this is coming in about 10 years. It's like, fuck you. No, don't do that. This reminds me of like the Elder Scrolls 6 when Todd Howard and Bethesda and everybody were like, hey, Elder Scrolls still exists. We're gonna make another one in like 7 years. And it's like, yeah, no shit, we know that. You didn't need to tell us that. Tell us you're working on something when you're actually working on it. You know? Just don't fucking do it. It's annoying. Have you ever played a From Software game? Yes. Obviously, of course. Obviously. I played Sekiro. I love Sekiro. Sekiro is my favorite one. Because I like grappling hooks. Herder. Did you just do a herder on purpose? Christ almighty. Me have old game, so screw new game. Dumb reason to excuse Halo. I'm not excusing it. I just don't. I've lost a lot of interest in how that game shapes up. You know? It's really that simple. Like, it's not an excuse. Like, if it turns out bad, I'm gonna call it bad, and I'm gonna be like, you see what I told you? I told you. You know? I told you. If it's bad and sprinting is in the game, I'm sorry, guys, but you're gonna get a gloating video from me. Quite frankly. Even if it's not even the main reason why it's bad. Have you seen Fallout: The Frontier? It's an upcoming DLC-sized mod for New Vegas. That sounds awesome. That sounds sick as shit. Play Rivals of Aether? I don't know. All right, so I think we're just gonna chill and we're gonna get off now. I think, right? How long have we been going? I don't even know how long we've been at this. How long have we been going, guys? Do you think the Metal Gear Solid franchise is in a recoverable state? Yes, but I don't think you want it because it's not gonna have good. Look, Metal Gear is a Kojima first game. You know, like that is. I don't know if you could really make a good Metal Gear game without Kojima. Like, he's kind of like the guy. I don't know if you could really do it. Mobeek with the $10, explain how you go hiking with Green and a few days later a dead body is found. JK. I just read JK as JFK. Oh, God. I'm a fucking broken person. JK, you guys being friends is so cute and adorable. Yeah, so that happened. We weren't really hiking. Like, the way that she said it in the video was like we were hiking up this like mountain and found like a dead body. Like, it was literally just walking around like she was walking her dog, you know? And we just apparently found out that somewhere else in that same park, there was like a dead body that was found. So yeah, what your fighting game franchise? I don't know. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Have you played Pathologic 2? No, I have not. I wanted to joke about Chris being a member of HoloLive, but I'm not sure where to go with it now that he said he doesn't like anime. I don't even know what you're talking about. I sincerely don't know. I sincerely don't know what HoloLive is. Can somebody explain this to me? Am I outing myself as a damn fool? That I don't know what HoloLive is? God, the delay is insane, man. The delay on YouTube chat is fucking crazy. It is so wild. I gotta fix this. Yeah, I gotta fix this. It's too behind. Hey Chris, you're a dope dude. Much love. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. What's your name? Raul? Or no, Rahi, Maya, whatever. I'm really bad at this. No, I sincerely like, guys. I sincerely like. Look, I understand anime. Like, I get. Like I know what a VTuber is. Like I'm not that out of the loop. Like, I know what a VTuber is. I just sincerely don't know what the fuck HoloLive is. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up. You guys are unhelpful. You guys are unhelpful swine, and quite frankly, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate any of it. HoloLive. What the fuck is this, guys? Okay. This needs to stop. This. Okay. I think that ruined my day. Yeah, that really just completely killed my mood. I think I'm gonna go. You know, just head out. You know, I think I'm just gonna book it into the woods. Isn't that crazy, Chris? Isn't it so crazy? Wait, what? All new, all different? Oh, hey, what's up, all new, all different? Love all you do. Big fan, even if you sold your soul to the snowflake right-wing BLM MAGA coalition. That's an amazing fucking coalition. Did you guys see, by the way, that like yours truly and the Snark Tank and Derek Blackman, some black guy, that we're like far right channels, like in the year of our Lord 2020, like we're considered far right. Isn't that astounding? How do we all feel about that? Am I your favorite far right YouTube content creator? Please say that. Please say that I am, because I must be. I must be. Damn you, Chris! I'm supposed to be studying for my algebra final, but you just had to go live. Here's here's a little something from my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Samantha, for the little $5 reduce. When you opening up the OnlyFans account? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. Dude, that list is like, what? Man, can somebody? Maybe I should link it. Or maybe I should find it. Far right YouTube channels. Where is this fucking list? Oh man, like where was this fucking thing? It was like a study, right? God damn it, I lost it. I used to have it in my fucking bookmarks, but now it's gone. Anyway, like there were a lot of people on that fucking list, and it was wild to see that shit. $20 from Cameron Fritz. I love that you are a Devin Townsend fan. How were you introduced, and how much of his massive discography, including SYL, have you listened to? Casualties is easily one of my favorites. Also, I think you'd love Punky Brewster. Casualties was the thing that got me into it. But if you guys know Lyle Rath, he used to go by Lyle McDouchebag back in the Machinima days. He made a bunch of he was obviously on Sanity Not Included and fucking all that stuff back in the day. He introduced me to Devin Townsend recently. He showed me, or like in the last year or so, he introduced me to this like live performance he did of Kingdom, and he said like, "Yo, you got to check this guy out." And I think something else from Empath, and I was like, "This is so sick." Like, it blew my fucking mind. And since then, I've delved into quite a bit of it. But Casualties of Cool is definitely, like, my favorite. Like, Mountaintop is, like, something that I play constantly. Tell Paul the Llama I love him. He's here. You guys haven't seen him in a while. You guys haven't seen him in a hot minute, huh? It's been a long time without you, my friend. Thank you for the $14, and you just said E. Isms are cancer and need to disappear. I want to play video games and grill and enjoy some tiggle bitties. I think we're all sick of isms by now. You can't escape the isms, though. That's the thing. That is the problem. In Derek's video, he says the list was deleted. Oh, it was deleted? That sucks. Oh, man. That was such a fun list. Because I remember I was reading and I was like, dude, some of these people are just straight up not even like... Some of them were just listed twice, weirdly enough. It was a wild list. It reminded me of the Becca Lou situation. Please have Lyle on Snark Tank. There's no reason why Lyle couldn't be on. We're definitely going to be getting more guests on the podcast in January after the holidays are up, because I'm sure people are like probably like, I don't know what people are doing for the holidays now, that it's fatal to go around and traverse the universe, but I don't know. Oh wait, is that it? Smokey, is that the list? Oh, I'm trying to copy paste it. Wait a second. Wait a segundo. Wait uno segundo. Oh shit. Yup. Oh shit, boy. I'm a cowboy. Where are we going? Holy shit. All right, let's... What we got here? What do we got over here? Let me get the chat over here. Pop this bitch out. Holy shit. Can you see me? Can you guys see me all right? This is like really small, so it's like probably unnecessary. Thank you so much, Smokey. Yeah, there's so many people on this. It's wild. Like a hilarious amount. Who's on this? Who's somebody that you wouldn't expect to be? Well, wait, hold on. Where's Dave Rubin? Are you fucking for real, dude? Wait a fucking second. I'm right next to fucking JF. I'm next to JF above Sargon of Akkad Live and Joe Rogan Experience clips. Oh, the Rubin Report. So like this is good company, guys. Sam Harris? What? What is this list? This is wildly amusing. I was about to be furious because I thought for a second that I was on this list and Dave Rubin wasn't. Let's see. Nerd City isn't on this. Pyrocynical? Not on this. Oh, is Keem on this? How the fuck? What? Alright. Whatever, dude. Shu? There she is. There she is twice. Vosh is on far left. BuzzFeed is far left, I guess. Dark Matter. This is such a fucking fascinating list, man. Okay. Need to get Keith David on the Snark Tank? We will. Mark my words. But here's the thing. The second we get Keith David on the Snark Tank, it's over. You understand that, right? Like, we're ending the show. Because there's never going to be a moment. Oh, yeah, drama alert. Nope. No drama alert. I guess Keemstar's channel isn't. Okay, so Nick Fuentes is there. Who's that guy? That really cringy, he's like Nick Fuentes, but like, he like has this like dapper persona. I saw like a Twitter clip of him getting memed on, but I forgot his name. I think you missed some super chats. Bro, like, honestly, I don't know where to fucking find him. Like, I thought I had it, but like, it doesn't look like I do. Let me see if I can figure this out. Where the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's interface is really weird for this shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's up. Anyway, guys, I think we're probably good. You know, I think we've done enough. You know, we're here. We were chilling. We're hanging out. And I think we've done all we really needed to do today. So, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thoughts on Times Person of the Year? Well, I was surprised it didn't go to The Last of Us Part 2, honestly. You know what I mean? I thought The Last of Us Part 2 was definitely going to win Times Person of the Year. I sincerely thought that. All right, let's see. What do we got? That list can't be real. It's not real. Damn it. There's no way. Come on. Where's the iFunny watermark? Can you imagine an iFunny watermark on like a study? Like just a full on like PDF of a study, and at the bottom it just says iFunny. That would be that would be fucking wonderful. Fingan McCarthy wrote in with 20 fucking euros or fucking Europe dollars or Monopoly money, whatever. Greetings from Ireland. Longtime fan. I really hate how game devs give a release years in advance. IMO, they should be announced within a year of actual completion. Capitalism, I guess. P.S. It's pronounced Finine? Oh, Finine. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it is very bizarre. Like, I will always err on the side of, like, yeah, just announce it the year it's coming out, you know? Like, I don't necessarily think there's really anything wrong with, building hype or building excitement over a long period of time, but I don't necessarily think it's really advantageous to people either. I think it just gives people more time to kind of let their expectations get, like, way out of hand. Like, Cyberpunk has been around for a while, you know? Like, that trailer came out in, 2013? With come touch me like I'm an ordinary man. Take a look at the fucking that Bullets song or whatever the fuck. Personal responsibility, that song. Like, that was 2013 that they announced Cyberpunk 2077. So, like, yeah. You're gonna have, when you announce something that far in advance, people's expectations are gonna be fucking crazy. And there's just no way it's gonna live up to a lot of that shit. And honestly, even in some cases with, Fallout 4, where that was announced and released in the same year, even then, even then, that's not a foolproof plan. So I don't know. I don't blame them necessarily for fucking doing that shit. $24 from All New All Different. Yo, Chris, I'm sure you've answered this question before, but what do you use to edit the Snark Tank? I just use Premiere. You could edit audio, just audio in Premiere. Chris, how is it that you were somehow able to make such a beautiful outro to the Infinite video? Like, Jesus Christ, dude, that was so awesome. I'm very proud of that video. I'm very proud of my Halo Infinite video. I like it a lot. It's probably, the one that I'm most proud of, in all seriousness. Where's Hassan on that list? I don't know. Hassan Piker, right? Is that his name, though? On, would that be his name? Hassan Piker is in far left, so I guess, yeah, I think that's probably appropriate, I think. Christy Winters is there, too, though, so it's what the fuck is that? It's so weird. Hate to be that person, but you guys talk about music frequently on Snark Tank, but have never mentioned my favorite band. Thoughts on Tool? Thank you for the $20, Samantha. I will possibly disappoint you. I like Perfect Circle. I'm more a Perfect Circle person. I think Tool is fine. I don't think they're bad, but Perfect Circle just hits, in my opinion. Is Philip DeFranco on it? Philip DeFranco is in center, which I think is actually kind of appropriate. I think that's probably the most appropriate listing in all of this. But me, Shu, fucking far right. Chris, $200 donation? What? The Tails one from Leroy Jenkins? I read that already. Right? Do you still get compared to iDubbbz anymore? Not really. No, it's very rare. That was more of a 2016, 2017 meme. APC hits two man, no worries. They're a close second. Yeah, I'm more into a Perfect Circle. Where's H3? They're not fucking here. Wow, that's kind of interesting. H3 podcast? Wait a minute. Wait a second. So, the Snark Tank, which is a podcast that is largely about non sequiturs, where we cover politics kind of infrequently, in comparison to all of the other thing. $100 donation did get missed. What the fuck? That's not possible. No way. There's no way, because there's a $99 donation here that's still here. You guys are fucking me up. You guys are scaring me. Do I look unkempt? I feel like I look pretty alright. Is this not alright to you? I like your fashion choice for today. This is literally the last. These are the last clothes that I own. I have to do laundry desperately. But all right, guys. I think we've reached the apex today. Am I just not getting super chats? Is that something that happens? What list is he reading off? I'm reading off the list that's what is it? That determines whether or not channels are far right or whatever the fuck. All right, guys. I think we're Oh, I missed a $5 chat about Tim. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because I go to monetization, right? And there's a super chat thing, and then I click see all super chats, and nothing comes up. And I don't know what the fucking deal is. So like, I straight up don't even know how to fucking find this shit. Do you guys know how this shit works? I'm relatively new to YouTube streaming. In fairness. Yeah, I just don't fucking see it. Refresh the super chat page? That's so fucking stupid. That is so dumb. Really? Wow, that is so fucking stupid. All right, let me go through some of the ones that I'm pretty sure I missed. Alucard Van Helsing with $2. That political rap cringe, that political cringe rap you did was fire. Thank you. Henry B with the $5. What to use to edit the Snark Tank? Hey, Lizard Raygun, ever heard of Warhammer 40k? It's a pretty cool grim dark universe. I haven't had a chance to really get into it, but I also just don't have anybody else in my friend group that's into it, so like it's kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of unbreachable for me. I feel like I've read all this. I think that guy was talking about when you were talking about Trump sycophants, and then Tim responded with something, and you said right on time. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that. I forgot that. I literally forgot about that engagement entirely. Guys, I don't remember like every single engagement I have with people on Twitter. Like, it really, like, it's not something that I think about like all that often. Like, I often forget. Just got here, like your shirt. Thank you, Hopscotch. $20 from Delta Gamma. What's your favorite Halo game? Halo 3. Very simple answer. All new, all different with $19. Hey, Chris, give this 20 to Sweeney and tell him to keep being black and hating the gays. He's evolved. He's changed, guys. Sweeney loves all people now. Yeah, like super chats. You used to be able to pop open super chats in like a different window. Now you have to go to like your fucking settings and like open up a completely different like widget thing. It's so stupid. Shut up and take my money with $5 from Samuel Hendricks. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I could stay on and make money, I guess, but I really don't have anything left to talk about. It feels like, and I think it's just it's about that time to just kind of like start reeling things in. So I'll read super chats for the next. I'll stay on for like 5 more minutes just to get a chance for people to head out of here. But that's we got 5 more minutes on the clock. So if you got something to super chat, send it now, because like I'm out. I'm outie. $5 from Samuel Hendricks, take my money. $5 from Charlotte Jerdy. Love your content, and I absolutely live the podcast. I also think that you are too hard on yourself. Don't do that, buddy. It's not good for the mind. It's easier said than done, my friend. Oh no, I just got here. We've been going for a minute, so it's like I don't know. Like I'm out of subjects. What do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything you guys care to talk about? Because like I don't, I don't know. In all seriousness, not related to BioShock, I'm trying to become a video game writer and director. What are your thoughts on changing how video game stories are told? Because that's what I want to do. I don't know, man. Like I'm the wrong person to ask. I wanted to make video games too, but then I realized that I just wasn't smart enough to learn the math required to do that shit. So I totally gave up on that, which sucks because like me and a friend of mine actually did make some interesting things, pretty like a long time ago. But I just didn't have the talent to really do any of that. Like it's way out of my wheelhouse. 4 more minutes, and we're outie. Tell us deep Paul lore. Paul lore is exactly what you want it to be. That's the magic of Paul, is that he's whatever you believe. Change your glasses? No, these are the glasses that best accentuate my face. So I will never change them. OMG, you got my last name right. No one ever gets it right, or even tries for that matter. Thank you, Charlotte. Although I said I tried your last name several times, so I don't know which the right one was. Abby Shapiro doesn't want women to show them boobats. Yeah, Abby Shapiro is Ben Shapiro's sister, right? That's not like just like a coincidence. I know that that's like a common name. All right. I feel like doing glasses off live is a cool thing to do in the future. Yeah, I think I'll do it in the future. And I'll make a video out of it, obviously. Like, I recorded this entire thing. So I'll edit that into a video for you guys, and it'll be out probably tomorrow. Spider-Man 3 ain't that bad. No, it isn't. It isn't. I like Spider-Man 3. I literally just woke up. Kill me? Oh, jeez. I don't want to kill you. 3 more minutes, guys. We got Trace more minutos. Last dono for Paul. Oh, thank you. All new, all different. But yeah, we'll definitely be doing this a little bit more often. Would you ever do a joint podcast with TMG? I have no idea what TMG is. $5 from Suspicious Texture. Are you and Lacey still together? I just want a yes or a no, no explanation needed. I don't know why it even bothers me. No, we haven't been together for 2 years at this point. It's very old news. That's not something that's happening. We're still friends. We still talk relatively frequently, and it's all good. Like nothing crazy happened. It wasn't like some fucking, there's unfortunately it's not all that interesting. It could have been a lot more scandalous than it ended up being. I know a lot of YouTuber breakups are very like, oh my God, Jake Paul's girlfriend fucking slept with his brother or whatever. But it was I never said anything about it just because I just didn't think it was anybody's business, and also I just didn't know how I'd really fit it into anything. It doesn't seem like a video that I would make, Like I'm not the kind of person to be like, hey, here's a video about like why this relationship ended or something. Like that's not a Chris Ray-Gun video. You don't go to my channel for fucking vlogs like that. So yeah, I guess I just haven't been transparent about it, I guess. For that reason. Just feels like an awkward topic to broach. TMG is the Tiny Meat Gang, aka Cody Ko and Noel Miller. I think I'm a bit. I don't know really either of those people super well. I know Cody Ko is super famous, but I just never really watched anything of his. I know who Noel Miller is a little bit. I would go on whatever podcast wants to have me on, I guess, because it's like I like podcasting and I think it's fun. Especially I think it's fun when I don't have to do the editing. Like I like that. I like that a lot. But, I don't know. Like I'd have to see what the podcast is. I doubt they would reach out to me though, because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a very far right YouTube channel. OnlyFans and Trisha Paytas collab when? Likely never for at least one of those. Of course, Chris is on the Galactic Fed payroll. He has Ray-Gun in the name. All right, guys, we're going to start getting out of this, all right? Thank you guys for stopping by. This was a fun little stream. We'll do this more often. Oh, we got one last super chat. Zach Fox Official. How do you sue a broke ex-girl that used you and stole money they promised to give back? Well, I have no experience with lawsuits or that situation, so I am the wrong person to ask. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Lightstorm with another $5, and he didn't say anything. But, yeah, so we're outie. I'm going to do a little gonna play you a little song, all right? I'm gonna play us out. We're gonna play us out. I'm gonna play you a little song to keep your spirits up, all right? I'm gonna keep your soul churning, keep that heart a pumping, you know. And that's what we'll do. We'll play a little ditty. We'll play a little ditty, all right? Oh, this is tuned all weird. I forgot. Thanks for the money. I appreciate it. It really helps when I need food. I'm probably gonna buy a burrito in a second, 'cause I'm hungry and I haven't eaten at all today. Thanks for tuning in. Go home and go to sleep now. There's no fucking stream happening anymore. If you just joined in, then I'm sorry, but your timing sucks. Get fucked, you dog. I can't believe you showed up late to this. You suck. Get fucked, you suck. Bye. Goodbye. Sleep well. I don't know. Bye, guys.